Good morning. Happy to see all your faces this morning. I'm Patty Carlson. Happy to be here. Let's all stand for the welcome song.
Something wonderful,
something wonderful,
something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful,
something wonderful,
something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now.
Can you feel it?
I can feel it in my body.
Yeah.
I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart. And it won't let go.
Won't let go.
All this love inside. We can let it shine. Something wonderful.
Something wonderful,
Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart. And it won't let go.
won't let go.
All this love inside. We can let it shine. Something wonderful,
Something wonderful,
something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful.
Thank you to all for singing along and to our music team. So again, good morning and welcome to everyone. Our trustee of the day is Marty Mihalko, and if you have any questions at all about Unity or about how things are run here, just please ask Marty. He can give you all the answers. If there's anyone who's new today and would like to have a packet, there's no commitment, no pressure. Raise your hand. Marty would happy to give you a little packet of information. There's also a sign-up sheet in the Welcome Center if you would like to receive some email information and just make a connection. But after Marty passes them around, those little packets will be sitting again on the piano, and if you would like one and you didn't raise your hand, just feel free to take one. So now, asking you to do some Facebook check-in if you do Facebook. If not, I don't do it, so just turn off your phone or, silence the ringer just so we don't get any extra noise coming on. And it is now time to do our Christ candle affirmation. So the Christ candle was lit, and up on the monitor will be the affirmation for us to share together to bless our day here. So may the blessing of the divine Christ, its grace and good, be upon me and you and our world today, and so it is. I am so very pleased and happy to have our guest speaker today, Della Menechella. I will leave Della to tell a little bit more about herself because they know me. Okay, well, we know her and we love her, so we're happy that Della is here. And next we are going to have our joy song, so that's the time for us to stand, sing joyfully, And then for un momento, you have some time to say hello to the people around you before we get started for the service. So first, we'll stand for our joy song.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me learn from all the ways of old.
Let me learn from all the ways of old.
Oh, let me know that love will heal us all.
Let me know that love will heal us all.
Oh, let me walk each day a little wiser.
Let me walk each day a little wiser.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy
Okay. Now spend a few moments to just say hello to whoever's around you, and especially if there's someone new, say hello. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your enthusiasm with your neighbors and beyond your neighbors. So that's always fun. We'll go on to the announcements now. So they are in your bulletin, and there are ways that you can find out. There's information on the monitors, but I'm going to mention, and the list is like way too long, but I'm going to mention them. That's my assignment. So there's a new member class, and it's on Sunday, February 1st at 11:30. There are sign-up sheets in the Welcome Center. Don't feel any commitment. Any of us who have been members, or even if we're not members and we've been coming a long time, feel free even to join in that group and refresh yourself of information. There's no pressure about anything for that meeting and that time together or for any time here. So 11:30, February 1st is the new member class. Good information. There'll be a members meeting Sunday, February 8th at 11:30. So mark your calendars, and that will be the time for the election of new board members and get an update on everything here. Then we'll bless all the new members on Sunday, the 8th at 10 a.m. So this is how we do it. We say go to the new member meeting, and then we know there's going to be new members, and we're going to bless all of you on the 8th. So there we go. And then there's a new trustee blessing service on the 15th at 10 a.m., and that will be honoring and thanking and blessing, because it's a privilege and an honor to be on the board, and we thank all of those who have and are doing it now. The Earth Care Partners meeting is Saturday, the 24th, so that's this coming up Saturday. It's at 3:30. It's always the fourth Saturday, and there's going to be a conversation about the Earth Fest and getting some plans together. Now, Earth Fest is happening in April, and it's a wonderful way to celebrate the Earth and coinciding with Earth Day. But for us here, it's a little bit of a twist. We've had galas in the past, if you can remember, the last one, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. And they've been our fundraiser, our only big fundraiser for the whole year. We're not doing the galas anymore. We have a bake sale. We actually don't do very much fundraising, but we're going to consider EarthFest to kind of be our fundraiser for this year. So the way to do that is through sponsorships, and there can be very small. There's in the Welcome Center, there's a little brochure, a little information sheet in a little plastic cover, and telling you the amounts. And if you don't even like that amount, whatever. This is the way that this is our fundraisers, by having sponsors, and our sponsors are our Unity community. So I would just ask you to think about it for yourself, or get a group of people together. I'll chip in a few bucks and put it together, and then you're a sponsor. I think Susan Rain is doing a lot of the organization along with Tammy Bursick, and I think they're even going to put your name or call your group a different name, and there'll be something listed about that to thank our sponsors. But this is a good way to give to us and to help our Unity Center, our Unity Spiritual Center. So maybe they'll say this at the annual meeting, but fundraising for the gala, we would get maybe $3,000 or $4,000. Okay, we're only trying to raise $2,000 this year, and it would be a really huge surprise to Susan Rain and to Tammy, who are organizing everything, that we exceed that. That would be way cool. All right, so that's enough about EarthFest. In preparation for EarthFest in April, I just have to point out that Marilyn, sitting in the fourth row, along with her husband Ron, have been here weekly cleaning our gardens. They started in the very front by the road, and they have been working their way back. And it's amazing what they're doing. Now we need to carry this on and get into the garden, the power garden, the path. The 12 powers have owners of those areas, so we need to pay attention to getting everything looking really nice, especially for April. I mean, it should look nice all the time, but just a little a little push to pay attention to the gardens. Anytime you want to come here and pull a few weeds is greatly appreciated. Sure.
We're getting the faith angel, and this is faith. I just wanted to.
Very nice. Thank you. So for those that don't know, there's a path. You go through the Torii Gate, and it's the 12 powers. They're all listed on little plaques to give you some thought about the power and about a little comment about it. And different people within our spiritual center own that area. So we all take responsibility for the whole grounds, but the path is especially a beautiful place to walk and to think about the 12 powers. And Betsy Joe's mentioning that they're sprucing up faith, which is the first power. For the Christmas tree that was here, thanks to Mary Ellen, that was up and people put the hearts on in remembrance of loved ones. And so just a reminder, those little hearts are in the basket in the Welcome Center. If you'd like yours, please pick it up. There's also a basket there for you to do your New Year's intention letter. So that's when we, burn things in the burning bowl, and then you think about how you want to release, and now you think about what you want to take in. What's your intention for this year? And so you put that in writing in a letter to yourself. You put the letter in the basket that's in the Welcome Center, and in 6 months that letter comes back to you as your reminder of how good you're doing, because when you read it, you're going to go, yeah, I've been doing that. So it's a wonderful practice to do. It has, again, to do with the white stone that you might have received during that ceremony to give you a word or a few phrases to help you in this year to have some good intentions and to go forward. One last announcement, not on the announcement sheet, is today is the first day of polo. You might not know about it, I didn't. It's out at Point West, and it's off of 12th and 66, somewhere around 12th and 66 is polo. So the gates open at noon. The polo match starts around 2. Just giving a shout out about it starting. It's 2 or 3 Sundays and through into early April. And Joe Zaza, one of our regular people here, is behind that in marketing, and so this is to support her. But our own Susan Rain and Jake are having a food truck there, so we really want to support them. So you could Google it or whatever, but polo, which is really kind of fun to watch, and the horses are like amazingly beautiful. All right. Now, we're ready to affirm our values, our vision, and our mission. And as you know, the addition has been made in the back of the room listing our values, our vision, and our mission. I've already been asked the question, why is values in the middle when we say the values first? It's because the values influence the vision, and the values influence the mission. So the values are at the core. That's why they're in the middle, and it's not in the order that we say them. All right, so let's take a moment to affirm and anoint the consciousness of our ministry and community with these values, vision, and mission. And I would love if we say them kind of slowly so you really you give them more thought. Okay? So, at Unity Spiritual Center of Vero Beach, we value faith, love, integrity, unity, peace, prosperity, service, and joy. Our vision is a world and our mission is Thank you. I love that we slowed it down a little bit. Next, I would like to introduce our chaplains for today. It's Jeannie and Charlotte will come forward to read the daily word.
Okay, good morning, everybody. It's such a pleasure to be here with you. I would first like to introduce my prayer chaplain partner is Jeannie Hunkerpiller. Jeannie and I will be available in the chapel after service for confidential prayer. For people who do not want to have that, we do have our prayer box that was blessed in the morning service, the 9 o'clock service, and there are forms that you can fill out, put in the box, and they are prayed over by the chaplains and our prayer ministry. Prayer ministry meets every Tuesday, and also if anybody wants to join us, every Tuesday at 10:30, and it is a fantastic group of people. Now, the word for the daily word, and I could actually almost read this without my glasses, not quite. World peace. As I affirm peace, I create a peaceful world. In 1964, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "It is not enough to say we must not wage war. It is necessary to love peace and sacrifice for it. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war, but the positive affirmation of peace." Of course, excuse me. Of course, I will work towards creating the kind of world I wish to see, investing my effort and energy to ending conflict, discrimination, and other kinds of negativity. But I also put my energy into creating harmony, cooperation, opportunity, and other positive outcomes. Today, I affirm that peace is dawning all over the world. It's dawning. Excuse me. Okay, today I affirm that peace is dawning all over the world, blessing all people with warm feelings of cooperation and togetherness. I affirm peace is here, even as I strive to create it. I apologize. I guess I'm not supposed to be up here today, huh? From Scripture, may the God of peace in himself sanctify you entirely, and may your spirit and soul and body be kept sound. So let's please repeat the affirmation together. As I affirm peace, I help create a peaceful world. And just a reminder again, Jeannie and I will be in the chapel right after the service, so please come for confidential prayer or if you wish. Thank you.
Oh, Peter Mayer.
Mayor. Peter's going to share a song he wrote in October called I'm on My Way. You want to tell us about that?
Originally written about joy in my heart. We're all on our journey into our heart. A journey of 100 miles begins with just one step. A destiny, it is unknown, but I can say I'm on my way. Where do I go from here to find what I am looking for? A place so close and yet so far away. I'm on my way. Distance, the time it takes,
time it takes
do not get measured in miles or days to get me to where I long to be, where my spirit can soar free. It does not matter the roadblocks in my way, they make no difference to me. I will overcome them all with zeal in my heart, and I can say I'm on my way. The light illuminates the path I'm walking on. It shines so bright it turns the night into the day. I'm on my way. The voice is guiding me. It says, turn inward now. Your destiny is in your heart. I won't delay. I'm on my way. The distance, the time it takes, do not get measured in miles or days to get me to where I long to be, where my spirit can soar free. It does not matter the roadblocks in my way, they make no difference to me. I will overcome them all with zeal in my heart, and I can say I'm on my way, and I can say I am on my way.
So it is.
Thank you.
Good morning. For those of you who don't know who I am Della Menechella. I am an ordained religious science minister. I've been a minister for almost 20 years, long time. And my business is I am a manifesting mastery mentor, and I teach spiritual women over 50 how to use universal laws to create lives that make their hearts sing. And that's what I am. So let's get into today's lesson. How many of you have a goal or a dream that you would love to accomplish? For those of you who did not raise your hand, my question is, what are you waiting for? We are infinitely powerful, but too many of us don't realize that. And so we settle for life the way it is instead of creating the life that we would love to live. But I don't believe in any kind of, you're here for a reason. You came today for a reason because on some level, you have already made a decision to have whatever goal that you are thinking about now or that will come to you shortly, you have made a decision to bring that into your experience. When people have goals, too many of them think, oh, who am I to, it's too much, I can't do it, I'm just being silly, there are more people who are smarter than I am that could do this, and they have all of these negative doubts that come into their thinking, and that stops them from even moving forward with any action towards their goal. But I would like to invite you to have a different relationship to goals. This is the foundation of spiritual goal setting. If you have an idea for a goal or a dream, and it's something that your heart really wants, the only reason that you have it is because you already have it in the invisible realm. It is not something that you need to gain. It is already yours. And the only reason that you are having a desire for it is because it wants to be born through you. Emily Cady, who was a teacher of Unity, she said, desire for anything is the thing itself in incipiency. That is, the thing you desire is not only for you, but has already been started toward you out of the heart of God. And it is the first approach of the thing itself striking you that makes you desire it or even think of it at all. Desire in the heart for anything is God's sure promise sent beforehand to indicate that it is already yours in the limitless realm of supply. And whatever you want, you can have for the taking. If the good were not already yours in the invisible realm of supply, you could not by any possibility desire it. And The Cloud of Unknowing, which is a book that was written in the 14th century, it says, you think your desires are your desires. You think they come from within you, but that is not true. By the time you become aware of your desires, they are actually the echo of life's desiring to express and experience itself by means of you. If you don't express them, it will look for another opening where that expression will be made. And I have a personal experience of that. A number of years ago, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, was telling me that she was having some issues with her husband because he could never see the value of who she was. So that night, I went to a professional meeting, and on the way home, I got this idea for a novella. And it was about a young boy, a teenage boy, whose father never saw anything of value in him, and he was about to make a very drastic decision about his future. So he went to school that day, and at school, he met a new student. And that student helped him to understand that his father not being able to see value in him was not a reflection of him, but it was a reflection of his father not being able to see value in anything or anyone. So I got this idea for this novella. But what I started to say was, oh my God, I don't know how to write a novella. I am not a fiction writer. I'm a how-to writer. I don't know what to do. I can't do this. But I was guided to take a class, a writing class. And when I went to the class, I showed some of the pages that I had already written to the teacher. And she gave me some guidance about how to make the pages better, but she also told me that she really wanted to know what happened to this boy. Do you think that motivated me to write the book? No, it didn't. I kept on saying, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. It's just too hard. This is not who I am. The working title that I gave that book was Touched by an Angel. And this was years before the show came on the air. One day I was running at the gym and I realized something. The universe gave me an invitation to bring Touched by an Angel into the world through my book, because of course the new boy was an angel. But I kept on resisting it. But the universe wanted it to be in experience. So it went to the next Della that was open to it, because one of the stars of Touched by an Angel is Della Reese. So I learned my lesson. And what I want you to start to really understand is that when you have a desire, and I'm not talking about a passing fancy, like wouldn't it be nice, but something your heart really wants, it is going to be born. It is going to be born. And you're given an invitation to be the vehicle, the vessel, the instrument through which it is born in the physical world. And this is something you're going to have to come back to over and over and over again, because this is a different way of thinking about goals. This is spiritual goal setting. You get the desire because it is coming through you if you allow it to. So you want to go back to that all the time. So let's talk about how you actually put that into practice. There are two aspects to our minds. You have the conscious mind and you have the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is the mind we use every day. It is the decision maker. It makes choices. But it's not really powerful other than making decisions about what to do. The really powerful part of our minds is the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is part of our self-image, and our self-image is how we see ourselves. It controls our behavior. We never will be able to operate in a way that we do not see ourselves. We always act the way we see ourselves. And that's not something, you can't force it. We always act the way we see ourselves. So when you are working with subconscious goal setting, you want to start to work with your subconscious mind. In addition, the subconscious mind is infinitely creative. So whatever you think or say about yourself, it is going to create circumstances in your life that match that. It is connected to the universal subconscious mind. So the conscious mind is the captain of the ship. I want this. And the subconscious mind is the creative force that allows it to be in expression in your life. So you really want to start to work very, very closely with your subconscious mind and learn to train it, because that is what is going to make the decision about whether or not you're going to get what you want. And again, going back to the premise, the only reason you got the desire was because it is meant for you. So let's go through some of the steps of spiritual goal setting, and you should have a handout in your flyer, in your thing, so let's take that out. Okay, the first thing you need to do, and you would be surprised how many people don't do this. You have to decide what you want. Too many people don't decide. You're powerful. You're not just a human being. You're part of where the universe, where divine is expressing as you. You have the power to decide what you want to experience and have the universe work on your behalf to bring it to you. So the first thing is you must decide what you want to accomplish. And then it has to be in the positive, not what you don't want. And too many people, I don't like this. Well, okay, if you don't want this, what do you want? I don't know. Your subconscious mind does not make decisions for you, but it does act on what you decide. So you have to decide what you would like to experience, and you express it in the present tense. And the more positive energy you can put into your statement, the better it is going to be. I am so grateful that I have such a wonderful job that I absolutely love, and I earn over $100,000 a year. I am so grateful that I have this wonderful business that supports people in living healthier lives, and it is prosperous, and it earns over $100,000 a year. You want to make it specific. Did you notice that it wasn't "I'm going to"? You don't use "I'm going to" because your subconscious mind is literal. And if you say "I'm going to," you will always be going to. Okay? You put it in the present tense. In the universe, there is no such thing as time. That is a human construct. So you put it in the present tense. I am now. I am grateful I am now. I am so happy I am now. And you write it that way because it does a couple of things. It starts to program your subconscious mind. Oh, this is the way I am. This is the way I am. This is the way I am. And it also gives direction to the universal law about what you want it to do for you. So you have to decide what you want, positive, present tense. And the more positive energy that you can put into that statement, so when you say it, you go, yes, that is really important because we also create on our feelings, our vibration. The next step, pray for the goal. Every single day. Unity is a prayer teaching. Unity knows the power of prayer. Affirmative prayer, which is what Unity teaches and religious science teaches, is incredibly powerful to create situations, to create circumstances. As a minister, I'm also a prayer practitioner. I had to prove that I did prayer work for other people. They had to verify it. I had to say this was a condition before, this is the condition after my prayer work. They had to document it because prayer changes conditions. It doesn't just make you feel good. That's wonderful. You feel happy, whatever. Prayer done correctly, which is what Unity teaches, changes outcomes. You want to pray about your goal every single day. And you want to also include in your prayer that you're in a divine partnership. You may be so smart, and I'm sure everybody here is capable and smart, but the divine knows everything. The divine can do everything. The divine wants you to have everything. So put into your prayer that I am now in this wonderful divine partnership, and Spirit is guiding me in every step of the way so I have absolute success. So pray every single day. It's a practice. It's not once and done. Because when you're praying, you are actually treating your own consciousness. The prayer actually changes your thinking in relation to the goal that you have. So you want to pray. And if you have a hard time praying about something, you have prayer chaplains who can do it for you. I mean, that is why they're here, to support you in living your highest and best life. Do you believe the goal is possible? You may not know how to make it happen, but you have to believe it is possible. And the universe is so beautiful. Faith is the first thing that we were talking about this month, right? Faith. You have to have faith that you can somehow, because you're not doing it by yourself, you're in a divine partnership, you can somehow have it happen, that it might happen. There's a possibility that it will happen. Faith is an action. It is not a noun. It is a practice. If you honestly believe that the goal that you have is so big that you cannot achieve it, then scale it back. You can always add on to it later on. Be honest with yourself. If you say, oh, I want to have this, and you go, and your brain's going, no, 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 then put it back to a level where you can go, okay, we can do this. We can do this. Be honest about what you're believing, because faith is very, very important in this process. Where are you now? You want to take inventory about where are you currently, because you do have some strengths, you have skills, you have resources, you have things you can have access to, you have talents that you have already developed that can help you with your goal. You want to think about, what do you need? Very often, when you have a new goal, especially if it's something you've not done before, you're going to need to develop skills. And when you can identify what those skills are, then you can start to take action toward making that a reality. You also want to think about the resources that you will need to be able to accomplish what you want. And I strongly encourage you to include people resources, because it can get tough when you're working towards something that is big, maybe scary. And sometimes you need other people to believe in you when maybe you cannot believe in yourself. Somebody having faith that, yes, you can do it. Somebody you can turn to if you have questions. Somebody, maybe a prayer. You have so many people right here. You have prayer chaplains. You have teachers. You have, people who can support you and believe in you and guide you. That is a critical component of being able to successfully accomplish what you want. We don't do things by ourselves, or if we do, it is a very lonely journey, and it's a hard journey. So put into the when you fill this out, what resources will help support you in accomplishing what you want? This is something most people don't think about. How does not having the goal serve you? You're in your life where it is now because everything is in balance and everything is serving you on some level. So if you have a goal, you want to think about how does not having it serve you. I'll give you an example. Let's say family and friends, spending time with family and friends is really important to you, but you also want to develop a new business. If you develop a new business, it's going to take time, possibly take time away from your family and friends. So you really want to think about, how am I going to handle this? Because if you don't, there is a very good chance that you are going to sabotage yourself subconsciously. You don't want to do that. So you want to think about, okay, so maybe you could talk to your family and friends and say, look, for the next, couple of months, weeks, or whatever, I won't be as available. Maybe we can meet once a month. I'm just putting, stories out there. But this is really important to me, and good family and friends will say, go for it. We're here for you. So you want to be realistic about how not having the goal is somehow serving you. It's not being negative. It is being realistic. What are the benefits of achieving the goal? Most people don't really think about what they're getting out of things. What I used to do training in corporations and organizations, and I used to do, people are motivated by WIFM. What's in it for me? You want to be clear about what's in it for you. However, you don't want to just include yourself. You want to think about how will accomplishing your goal benefit your family, your friends, your community, the world. Because it is a lot harder to quit when you realize that what you're trying to achieve is going to help so many more people than just you. These people may not know they're counting on you, but you know that you're here to serve them, and that is going to help you to stay on track. How are you going to handle challenges? Too many spiritual people don't want to think about that because they think it's being negative. It is being realistic. Life happens. Things don't always line up the way we want them to. And being realistic about some challenges and obstacles that may be in front of you right now, or may be coming up in the future, or might be there, is going to help you come up with strategies to deal with them. Remember, the goal is to get to the goal. And if there are things in your life that could be challenges or that are current challenges, think about how are you going to be able to handle them? How are you going to manage your negative thinking? I want to let you know that your mind is not your friend. Your mind, when you come up with an idea of something that you want to accomplish and you're really excited about it, your mind is not going to be very happy, because it wants to keep you where you are. It does not want you to change things. It is going to tell you every reason why this is going to happen and that's going to happen and you can't do it. How are you going to manage it? One of the things that I do when I work with the women that I work with is teach them how to manage their thinking. You want to have a goal, but everything in your life comes through your thinking. So you need to learn how to manage your thinking. You are not going to stop it, but you have to learn how to manage it so that you will still be able to move forward to accomplish what you want. And let me tell you something. Even positive people have negative thoughts. Okay, it's not just you. Some people think, oh my God, I can't control. Yes, you can. If I could control my negative thinking, oh my goodness gracious, then you can. But you know what you could also do? You could put it in the prayer that you can easily manage your thinking. Hello, let's do prayer for everything. It works in any part of your life. What are you going to do when things don't work out the way you think they should? How are you going to stay on track? How are you going to stay on track? It is so easy to quit when things don't work out the way you think they should. And most of the times, they're not going to work out the way you think they should. But what are you going to do to stay on track? That's why having people that you can turn to help you be encouraged to keep moving forward is a great resource. What are you going to do? How are you going to continue moving forward when it feels like, oh, I must be crazy? No. You need to have strategies to help you get back on track so that you can accomplish the goal. Remember, we want to keep going back to the idea that the only reason you had the goal and the desire in the first place is because it is already for you. You have to keep going back to that. I used to teach goal setting in corporations for years. This is a different approach. You want to know that it is for you because otherwise you wouldn't have gotten the desire. Keep going back to that. That's the foundation of spiritual goal setting. You have to have an action plan. Some spiritual people believe, all I need to do is meditate and visualize and it's going to show up. Can that happen? Yes. Is it a good long-term strategy? No. The divine works through us. Don't wait until everything is perfect. Do whatever you can with whatever you have in front of you, no matter how small it is. And when I was thinking about this lesson, I remembered when I was in school. I used to play the bells. And when I played the bells, I was sitting with the flute players. So the bells were kind of like boring, and I wanted to play the flute. So I had the fingerings for the flute on the music that we would be using, because it's the same kind of instrument. So I decided that I was going to teach myself to play the flute. Did I have a flute? No. What I did have was a pencil. So I literally used a pencil and practiced the fingerings on a pencil because it's what I had. And then I decided to go to something bigger. I used a plunger. It was a clean plunger. But I used a plunger because the fingerings were more in alignment with the spacing on a flute. So after I felt pretty comfortable that I knew the fingerings, I went to the band teacher and I asked him if I could take a flute home so I could practice on a flute, and he said yes. And I actually became a flute player. I played in concerts, and I actually played for my graduation, which was really, really cool. So no matter how small it is, no matter what you have, start moving forward. You must act and continue to act. And after you take the action that you're guided to take, remember, you're in a divine partnership. You want to continually say, okay, divine spirit, what do I do next? What's my next goal? You have a partner that is ready, willing, and able to help you every step of the way. You always want to check in. You always want to check in. What's my next move? Where should I go with this? Because it will guide you in a way that is perfect for you. Might not be great for anybody else, but that doesn't matter. It is going to guide you in a way that is going to help you accomplish what you want. Spend time enjoying your vision. Now, a lot of people call this visualization, but this is a little subtlety that I want to share with you. I absolutely say that you should visualize your goal every single day. I do mine 3 times a day. I pray about it every single day. There's a special thing that I'm working on. I pray about it every single day, and 3 times a day, I imagine that I have accomplished it. But with traditional visualization, a lot of people are coming from the vibration. We're all vibrational creatures. They come from the vibration that they don't yet have what they want. So they're visualizing, and then maybe the brain is going, well, how is this going to happen? And when is it going to happen? And can it really happen? I'm going to invite you to have a different relationship to your goal and the experience of it. I'd like you to imagine that you have a portal or a gateway in front of you. And think about a goal, anything. And just imagine that there's this gateway or portal in front of you. On one side of this gateway or portal is you with the goal, but you don't have it. This is the physical realm. I would like you to step through this space and remember, on this side, it is already yours. So when you go through this portal or this gateway on this level, it is already your reality. You want to stay in that space. You want to feel it, because the vibration that you generate when you know that it is already your reality is very different. And we attract things into our lives by the vibration that we are giving out. So you want to vibrate at the level of, yes, yes, this is me. It is me. It's mine. I love it. It feels so good. And I'm so happy. That's where you want to do. And again, every single day, repetition, consistency is what makes difference in your life. Study truth principles. I love my truth teachers. I love them. I have so many books of people, wisdom, clarity, manifesting masters, I call them. I have them, I pick up books that I love, I put them by my desk, I read them. I also have a newsletter, and some people here get it, where I send out every Monday at 11 o'clock, they get a piece of wisdom from some manifesting master, Ernest Holmes, Charles Fillmore, because we need to stay focused on truth. The world makes it seem like we're victims. We are not victims. But if we don't keep on managing our thinking, and one of the ways we do that is by continually focusing on truth, it's going to be very easy to believe that what is outside can control you. It doesn't. And the only way you're going to be able to maintain that state of mind is to continually put in the good stuff. Truth principles. These people were amazing. They knew the truth. Learn from them. That's one of the best ways I get to stay on track, because like I get upset, I get depressed, I get blah, blah, and I pull up my book and I go there and go like, okay, I'm back. That is how you can manage your thinking. So study this consistently so you can have the mindset that you need to have to be able to successfully accomplish what you want. And then be committed. Persist. I have studied super successful people for 30 years, and they have one similar quality. They don't give up. If they fall, they learn from it, they pick themselves back up. If they fall again, they learn from it, they pick themselves back up. Failure is not an option. You have to have that mindset, because when you do have that mindset, again, that's a vibration. You're also giving information to the universal law saying, okay, we're going to do this, and it's going to go, okay, absolutely, because it always says yes to whatever you are sharing with it. So you have to be committed, learn from whatever it is. It may take longer than you think, but just learn from it, get back on track, and keep moving forward, and eventually it will happen. So let's actually do this with an example. Mary. Mary decides it's the new year, she wants to lose weight. She currently weighs 150 pounds, and she would like to lose 25 pounds to get to 125 pounds. That's her goal. She is not very active, but she does have a track record of when she sets her mind to doing something, she usually stays on track. So let's go through the goal-setting steps for Mary and see how we can help her accomplish what she wants. First thing, what does she want to accomplish? How is she going to phrase it? Okay, remember, this is the key. Present tense, yes. I now weigh. I am so grateful that I now weigh 125 pounds. Remember, the subconscious law, the law is literal. If you say, I want to lose weight, you will always want to lose weight. We think our lives, we speak our lives into existence. I am so grateful that I now weigh 125 pounds. That's how she wants to put it. And the more she says that, guess what she's doing? She's programming her thinking. She's programming her own mind. So what kind of a prayer can she use with regard to being this 125-pound woman? Yes, I feel good, I feel sexy, I feel young, I feel wonderful, I feel healthy, I have more energy. Put all of those things in there. You want to be very specific when you put the prayer together. When I do prayer work, you could literally create a picture from it. Be specific. I love that wake up feeling energized. I am so grateful that I could buy size 10 clothes and they look good on me and I look fantastic. You want to put that all in the prayer work. Be specific. Let the universe know what you want it to do for you. So, do you think Mary thinks it's possible? And why do you think she thinks it's possible? So she is tapping into the spiritual goal setting. So she knows it's already a done deal and she just has to match up with that. Really important. Yeah. I'm sorry? Okay. All right. And then, by the way, any of you who want to accept this, feel free. We always want the good stuff to be shared. So what are her current strengths and resources? She has current strengths. Yes, she has a track record of achieving her goals. That's a biggie. Yes. What else? Okay. What is she going to need? People? Yes. What did you say? Jail, did you say? A scale. A scale. I want to let you know, I have like scale anxiety. Whenever I go to the doctor, I say, you take my weight, but don't tell me what it is because I don't want to know. Okay, what else would she need? She's not active. What is she going to have to learn? She's going to have to learn to exercise in a way that suits her, not, oh God, I'm going to run for an hour, and then she passes out and she'll never do it again. How about food? Food, healthy food, right. What were you going to say? I was going to say she could walk. Okay. Because walking's a lot easier on the body. Absolutely, totally agree. Yeah, learning to do something that's easy. Success will engender more success. I used to teach stress management, and one of the things we used to talk about was exercise. And I would say, make it easy to succeed. So if she walked 15 minutes, 5 days a week, she could do that. That's a piece of cake, right? And then once she did that, she could add on to it. Maybe instead of like totally changing the way she eats, she could add 2 more fruits a day and 1 less processed meal, making it simple. But she's going to have to learn how to do this to be able to achieve her goal. How does not having this goal serve her? Well, it really does. Whatever she wants. Yeah. Okay, but we're talking about, we want to be really honest about how not having the goal serves her because, it's funny. I love salad. When I go home today, I'm going to have this huge salad with whatever, and I'm looking at it and going, I would really like to have something else. But for somebody who doesn't have that lifestyle, it is a challenge. So it serves her because she can eat what she wants. I feel like having ice cream. Okay. I feel like having a half gallon of ice cream. Okay. She loves that freedom. There's a freedom that she has. I don't feel like exercising. You don't have to. There is a freedom. She has to understand that, but then also to realize that it's not really serving her in the long term and to make decisions. Okay, I'm not going to allow that to infect my thinking and my goals or not. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure, absolutely. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that is a very good point. Remember, you have to manage your thinking, and that is negative thinking. She's got to learn to get out of that loop. Maybe she could do that there are so many places where you can get support for losing weight and people understand what you're doing and so on and so forth. That might be very important for her because she's got to learn how to manage that negative voice that is running rampant in her brain and is controlling her behavior. Go ahead. Perfect. That's great. That is a great, see, I love technology. I used to hate technology, but I love technology because yes, it's useful and you can learn how to use it to stay on track, which is the next thing. What happens if she falls off and, she has a bad day? Yes, she needs to forgive her, because some people say, see, I blew it. I always blow it. I blew it. I'm going to go back to the way I was. No, say, okay, look, I did that. I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to find some ways that are more successful. So this is how she's going to be able to stay on track. What's an action plan that she can take a small little step today? Specifically. Okay, so okay, I like specificity. Generalities do not, your brain doesn't understand that specificity. She's gonna walk 15 minutes today. Okay, simple, she could do that. It's a nice day, it's not rainy, it's not too hot, 15 minutes today. Specific, and then she can decide today after she does it, I'm going to do it again tomorrow. So you take these little action steps and keep moving forward. Okay? If she lives on her own, stand up while watching TV. Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes I do strength training while I'm watching television. I have a little stepper or all these different things. Yes. See how simple it is when you have people who can help you? Because she might not have thought about that on her own. So that's why you want to have people resources. So how can she imagine that she already has this goal? What could she, I like to create different scenarios. Yeah, how about that? Going to the size in a store, buying a new dress, putting it on, she looks fantastic. Okay, studying truth principles. When she feels that she's off track, pulling out some of her best teachers in reading form and so on, absolutely. And committed. What happens if she does well for a couple of weeks and then she falls back? And go back on track. Continue so she doesn't quit until she hits her goal and maintains it. So this is how you actually put this into practice, because the goal that you're given or the dream that you're given is because you are meant to achieve it. So you get to decide whether you're going to accept the invitation. The universe is extending an invitation by your desire. You get to decide whether you're going to accept it and to make your own life better, and I'm sure it is going to impact other people in your physical world much better. So accept it, allow it, work on it, and realize it. Thank you. So I would like to invite you to close your eyes and get comfortable in your seat. And begin to take some nice, deep, relaxing breaths. Breathing in and out. And in and out. And in and out. And every breath that you take in and out allows you to become more relaxed, more at peace, and more connected to the truth of who you really are. Today, you claim your good. The substance of the Spirit is your daily supply. You cannot be without your good. You can see that the constant stream of life flowing to you brings into your experience all that makes life happy and worthwhile. You rest in security, knowing that infinite good is within and expressing through you. Your good is complete. It is finished. It is here now. You do not have to wait for your good. It is at hand and ever ready to spring forth and express itself to you. You accept your good and gladly acknowledge it to be your daily companion. Your good is yours now, and you can see it and feel it and experience it. You receive your good now. And I invite you to return your awareness to the room at a pace that is comfortable for you, carrying in your heart this knowledge that your good is with you now and will continue to go with you wherever you go.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say, Amen. Blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say, Amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say,
Thank you, music team. Thank you, Della Menechella, for that push. I love it. I love it. Now we're going on to our offertory. So we would like to have us all say together the offertory affirmation. There's also ways to give that will come up on the board. But so take your gift in your hand and let's say our prayer of divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we say thank you and God. So Tammy and Kay will come forward to collect the offertory while we listen to another song.
This is called Footprints of a Wayfarer, and it's about having faith. So enjoy.
With the footprints of a wayfarer, have faith in me. See my hands in all things free. There is no place song I'm singing in your soul. Step, just step where I have stepped, and follow my footprints home. Peace be with you, my brother. Peace be with you, my sister. Listen with all your heart and soul. Step, just step where I have stepped, and follow my footprints home. And follow my footprints home.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So I think the music team is telling us to listen, and I think Della is telling us to do it. So let's give an offertory blessing. Thank you, God, for the blessing of these generous gifts today. We anoint this offering with your presence and your power, committing it to your purpose in our ministry here at Vero Spiritual Center and in the world, to bring this blessing of your grace and good to one and all. Thank you, God, and so it is. And I want to thank Della again. I'm sure that some people want to talk to you after. And then there's hospitality, so please feel free to go to the window when it opens up and enjoy some treats. And next, we will have our peace song and then our prayer for protection. Okay? Oh, yeah, stand up and hold hands.